Eli was an adventurous 8-year-old with a big imagination and an even bigger curiosity. One rainy afternoon, while exploring his grandma's attic, he found a dusty old backpack. It looked ordinary, but as he picked it up, a strange shimmer sparkled on the fabric. Curious, Eli unzipped the backpack and saw a note inside that read, "Hello. This backpack can borrow one item at a time from the future. Please use this wisely. Thank you." Eli's eyes grew wide. "From the future? That's amazing," he whispered. He reached inside and pulled out a small gadget that looked like a shiny cube. It was a future fixer, a device that promised to solve any problem instantly. Excited, Eli ran outside to try it. When his bike's chain snapped, he pressed the button on the future fixer and, zap! The chain fixed itself perfectly. "That's incredible!" Eli shouted. But then, the future fixer beeped urgently and vanished back into the backpack. Eli realized he could only borrow one thing at a time. The next day at school, Eli borrowed a homework helper tablet that could finish any assignment in seconds. He smiled proudly as he handed it in. But later, his teacher, Mrs. Rodriguez, asked him to explain how he solved the problems. Eli was stuck. He hadn't learned anything himself. Feeling worried, Eli hurried home. He opened the backpack, hoping for another gadget to fix his problem. But the note's warning came to mind. Suddenly, he heard his mom calling, "Eli, it's dinner time. Please come and sit down." At the table, Eli told his parents about the backpack and the gadgets. His dad nodded thoughtfully. "It's fun to imagine using future tools, but the most important skills come from trying and learning." Eli frowned and replied, "But sometimes it's hard to wait and figure things out." His mom smiled warmly and said, "That's where responsibility comes in. Using what you have now, even if it's tough, helps you grow." That night, Eli decided to try solving problems on his own, without borrowing from the future. When his bike chain broke again, Eli grabbed his toolkit and, with some effort and patience, fixed it himself. At school, he worked hard on his homework by asking questions and practicing until he understood. The backpack stayed in his closet, its magic untouched. Eli learned that curiosity was wonderful, but responsibility and patience were even more important. He smiled, proud that he could solve things on his own. Curiosity is a gift, but responsibility and patience help us grow stronger. Using what we have now wisely leads to real success.